one of the things about CNI is that CNI is very diverse and very disparate. So you're not dealing with a PLN, you're not dealing with an EGAT, you're dealing with factory owners, you're dealing with subsidiaries, you're dealing with a guy who's got rubber glue-on soles for Nike in Vietnam, for example. So the entire universe from where cash flows come to pay debt becomes very, very important. And as both Ross and Ganesh have mentioned, the risk allocation then comes down to, well, are these guys good for the money? Because we've seen all sorts, right? We've seen guys in Vietnam who are subsidiary of an unlisted Taiwanese shoe manufacturer who won't commit to put another $5 into his factory somewhere in industrial park. And then if he packs up and goes, then we're left with panels, kit, wires on the rooftop, and what's that to us? It's cash flow. The other challenge with CNI is that it is such a competitive market that everyone is trying to secure your next PPA. I'm sure Ross can attest to that. And some of the more desperate developers will then offer discounts to tariff 60, 70%. So if you look at what the tariffs are in Indonesia, Malaysia, Vietnam, and you take 60% off that, how long is that going to pay you back? Which then leads to the next point. How long does it take to pay back the total capex that you put into, well, not in the ground in this case, on the roof? And how long are leases? Some of these countries, the leases are 5 years, 10 years. Can you get access to that? Is that cash flow good for what's written on paper? And then the last bit that's very relevant for CNI is currency, right? So you have a whole bunch of diverse regulations, you've got diverse currencies, and it's not any point telling Ross, well, you've got to take the FX risk between a dollar and a ringgit, or a dollar and IDR, a dollar and the Thai baht, because you're introducing more risk into something that's already very thin around the margins. So the tenor and the matching of the debt and the funding is also an extremely important point in CNI portfolios. So a lot of that goes down to the work, right? I mean, I'm not proud of it, but, well, should I be proud? I've done a $14 million Sing dollar CNI on non-recourse basis in Singapore. Was that worth it? Maybe yes in the end. Was that worth the work put into it? I think so. But was that worth the time and effort that it took the team and the guys to close that deal? Arguably, maybe not, right? So it's down to where we focus on for the clients and making sure that we kick the tires without glossing over stuff on the excuse that it's a portfolio of assets.